these are some strong onions. And I mean really strong onions. Okay, I'm back in the kitchen and I'm cutting my onions, and I'm going to use these for onion powder. So I'm just cutting the ends off. They've cured, cutting the ends off, and I got a lot of twins, you know, because my cats got in there. We had to put a fencing up on the garden when they were growing, but some of them we didn't get separated, obviously, when we replanted them. So all I'm doing is just cutting the ends off, cutting the stems off, and then I will wash these up, chop them up, and put those in the dehydrator. I don't know how long it'll take, but this is going to make some awesome onion powder. And I need onion powder. I'm getting low on it. So that's the plan. And then I have garlic that I'm going to harvest. Not harvest, but process. What I do is I get a big, huge bowl. I got it from the Amish store, and it's a gigantic bowl. And that one didn't want to cut very easy. And then I just pull the cloves off and wash them off and put them in the freezer in a bag. So I'm very curious. There's one I'm not going to do that with because it's our biggest one, and I'm just going to use it now. My eyes are watering so bad right now, and I'm standing pretty far away from these. So that's exciting. I have a few more. And let me get these cut up. And, I mean, y'all know, you just chop them up, put them in the dehydrator, and call it a day until they're dry. And then I'm going to grind them up in my Ninja. And we will have some beautiful, beautiful onion powder. And I will do the same thing with my garlic, y'all, because I need garlic powder. I'm out of garlic powder, so I don't know how much this will make. It usually takes quite a bit, but I just need a little bit. So I will see you in a little while. Okay, so what I'm doing is just taking that outer skin off, washing them off real good, and because they won't chop if that's on. This is my first ripe Jet Star, and I ripened it on my windowsill because it had been on the vine for 2 months. And yesterday, I went out to pick the one that was on the vine, and it was gone, y'all. Something ate my Jet Star. Oh, so aggravated. So one of my little knob things on the side are broken on this side, but it still works. So I just put them in there. You can probably put 2. Let's try 2. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Maybe 3 of the littler ones. But this is a great way to use the small onions. You could still chop them up and freeze them though, y'all. They still eat. There we go. Sometimes you gotta put your weight in it. Alright, I won't bore you with this. I'm gonna get these chopped up and put in the dehydrator. Woo-wee! These are some strong onions. And I mean really strong onions. Say, these are strong. I'm not kidding you. Woo-wee! They're strong. I love that. I've got all the onions chopped. So what I'm just going to do is just spread them out. And Make sure they have space, a little bit of space. And I'm not gonna, I don't think I want that in there. I'm not gonna load each tray up with a lot of onions, just so they will dehydrate evenly. And I'm gonna do every other tray. Oh, there's some old basil on my tray. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just sort it out. I want to have it on the mat. Otherwise, it's gonna fall right through, right? And then when it's done, I can grind this up into my onion powder. And you know what, y'all? I grew these, and I know what I put in that soil, what I put in my garden, and I know these are non-GMO, healthy onions. They were cared and provided for as God intended them to be. So I'm excited about that. It's one of my favorite things about growing our own food is you know where it came from. Okay, that one's sort of stuck. All right, last tray. Gosh, I hate leaving any food in here. I'm sort of weird that way. But I want every bit. Every single bit. Okay, last tray in. We have the Cabela's dehydrator. I'm going to set that at about 135. There we go. Have me sniffling. So I want to advise you, if you are sensitive to onions or garlic, you might want to wear some latex gloves. Some gloves of some kind, because I have friends that their hands get burned by handling onions and garlic. I don't have that issue, but some of my friends do, and it's highly advised, if you're handling those and you have an issue, please wear some latex gloves or something to protect your hands. Onto the garlic I go. This is the exciting part for me. Garlic, I came outside because this is a messy job. So you can cut the stems off, and I grow hardneck garlic. And on some of the garlic, you will see what looks nope, that's a clove. You'll see what looks like these. And these are called bulbils. These will go back in the ground to grow more garlic. So what I do is I put them in the water. That softens up that outer shell. And I'm going to cut that off. And just let it soak in the water, and that way I can just peel those super easy. And if I come across any more bulbils, I will show you how they grow on here. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna cut these. Cut the roots off, cut the stems off, put them in a bucket, and that all that will go in the compost pile. So I'm trying to see if I can find a bulbil. Of course I can't. But this one right here, it's going in the house. And we'll eat that later. I'm not processing that one. So, alright, I'll be back because this is going to take me a while. I found one. So that's how it grows on the outside of the clove. You just pick that off. You could process that little piece of garlic if you wanted to, but I saved those to plant for next year. And let's see if there's another one in here. I know some people, no, that's just garlic. Some people call them something else, but I think that's for the elephant garlic, but I was always taught that these are called bulbils. So that's what I'm calling them. Alright, so I've got all the garlic done. I just usually cut this off. That one's no good, so we're going to throw that away. And it just makes it so much easier when these are wet. And you can peel them a lot easier. And I just stick my knife in there and peel them open. Some of these are purple. A lot of these are purple. But these are my smaller ones, not bad at all. And a lot of times I'll go back in and I'll cut that off, that part off. I'm going to do it right now because I'm telling you about it. So you have to peel that purple part off, y'all, to get to the garlic. Just letting you know that, because ask me how I know that that doesn't stay on there. Anyway, well, that is what I do for my garlic, and then I'll just stick it in a freezer bag and put it in the freezer. There you have it. Hope you're growing garlic. There we have it. I left 3 or 4 garlic cloves out. I had to tape my thumb because I was cutting it with the knife. So 3 or 4 garlics out, and this is what I have. I'm really happy. These are huge cloves. Last year we didn't get big cloves like that, so yeah, real happy. I'm gonna go wash these off and we'll call it a day. Just another way to save garlic. You can leave the peel on. You can leave the peel on and just put them in a bowl and stir them up every once in a while and use them as you want. Or you can do what I did and soak them in water. It really makes them easy to peel that way. And then just peel them, put them in a freezer bag, and you have garlic pretty much for the year. Unless you eat a lot of garlic. But this will last us about a year. So I hope y'all enjoyed my little weird garlic video and onion video. The onions are still dehydrating. I turned them off at night because I didn't want it going while I was sleeping. So I'll just grind those up, make my onion powder with them. I probably won't get a whole bunch, but I'll get enough to add to what I have right now. So no, I don't have any right now, so I'll get a little bit. And then I may dehydrate some more. I don't use a lot of onion powder, but it's nice to have it when you need it for a recipe. So that's all I have. Y'all be blessed and love well. Bye now. I found the culprits eating my tomatoes. There they are.